everyone. Once again, nothing is new. So I checked out this video. The young lady is bemoaning her trip to a singles event at a church. Been making the rounds. I've seen it a couple of times. I thought I'd talk about it.
Just sitting here thinking about how I went to singles night at church and it was hundreds. I mean, at least 1,000. First, I thought it was 500, but the pastor said it was 1,000 singles in attendance. Like, are we all living the same life at this point? Because I've never been in a room with that many single people, or even thought that it was even, I thought I was like the only one left. I mean, beautiful women, all types, shapes and sizes, literally African-American women. Like a room full of singles. And I'm like, this has to be an experiment. Like this, just sitting here thinking about how experiment, like this has to be like assimilation, or is that the word I want to use? I think so. Like, I'm confused and I'm like low key, like nervous, like for us. Wish shit for myself, fuck y'all. Because where are the men? Where are the men? Then again, don't know. Never mind. We know where they at. Bye. Experiment.
She's amazed by the fact that there's 1,000 people at this church. And when I heard this, I thought, that sounds about right. But she's, distraught. And I thought I was the only single person in this church. And I can't believe there's so many people here who are single. And there's so many beautiful women. I just can't believe it. What's going on? Where are all the men? Which is a common thing when these kind of things are brought up. Now, first of all, like I said, this is nothing new. Talking to women has never been easy. Men have always feared rejection. This is not something that just came up in this new era of whatever is going on. Women have always selected men who are richer, better looking, more physically attractive. I mean, none of these things are new. This reaction is coming from people seeing this comments and topic coming up on the internet all the time. And I blame social media for this because, one of the things that happens when you get old, when you get this stuff, is that you realize that the things that the previous generation did, you're doing it now. I mean, when I was young, just like this current generation, everyone thought that, we were seeing things for the first time. We were the first generation, after the civil rights movement who were born after this, and, everything was going to change and kumbaya, and life was good. And we found out that things were just like it was before. As far as dating is concerned, the sexual revolution is happening, and now things are different. And then, which eventually led to what we call the hookup culture. None of this stuff is new. So people reacting this way to it needs to kind of like step back and realize that, we have dealt with this issue forever. This is not this new thing where there's suddenly just thousands of single women out there who can't find a mate. I mean, women have been complaining about this forever. It just happens. And some of it is because the way men are reacting to the situation because, the internet's telling them to do something. And some of it's just because it's just the way it is. Guys, you might have to step up your game. I mean, that's just life, dude. I mean, women have always been selective. Women has always been in the position to say yes or no. And you say what you want to about it. Men are usually the guys who make the approach. And women can sit back and judge. Oh, I talk to men. I make the first approach. Yeah, bully for you. But that's not the way it normally works. Now, that being said, if women who are concerned about thousands of women out there not having a man, what are you doing about it? I think the weakest thing about the internet is that we transfer all our personal responsibilities and things that we should do to make our life better to the masses because, well, I saw it on the internet, so everyone else is going through it. Look, man, if truly and you are looking for a man and you want to have a relationship, what are you doing about it? Are you doing the same thing everybody else is doing? If things are really that bad, and I'm here to tell you that it's not, it's just a continuation of the same old same old thing, same song, different verse. But if you feel that way, if you feel like, there's no men out there, then what are you doing to make yourself more attractive? And I'm not talking about fake hair and nails and all that kind of stuff, but we personally don't really care about that. But are you being a potential mate? Are you being nice? I mean, I tell you, I go to work and women will break their neck to not look at you so they don't have to speak. I mean, why? Oh, I don't do that. Yeah, you do. Women have put themselves into this situation where they think that men should approach me, and not just men, but the man I want to approach me. And it doesn't work like that. Men don't know who you are attracted to, especially you don't say anything about it. So that's my point. I mean, what are you doing to change it? And brothers, what are you doing to change it? I said, look, let me, before I go any further, 57 years old. I got a 6-year-old daughter, and I'm a widow. I ain't the top of nobody's bingo card, and I've accepted that. So this ain't me trying to get women to do things so I can have more dating opportunities. It's just me reading the terrain and recognizing that this is what's happened to us. I mean, truly and honestly, it is in your best effort to take control of your own destiny. If you look out there and see thousands of women single and no potential mates, you gotta start asking yourself, what are you doing about it? And let me tell you, sisters, maybe you should, I don't know, talk to men that you know. Because doing what you think you should do is not necessarily the same thing that we want you to do. Like I said, I'm not interested in women with hair down their back. I see the dating profile, and I see the woman in every single picture. She looks different because she's got a different hairstyle. It's like, is this the same person? Man, that kind of stuff is not attractive to us. We're not into that. We like particular hairstyles and everything, but you can't be all things to all men. And I don't know if that's what you're doing, but sure it's coming across like that. Them long claw-like nails. Who is that for? I mean, if this is what you want, if you want a man, you can't be walking around trying to be a boss and talking about, I'm not changing for no man. Just sit there and be alone. I mean, again, I ain't got no dog in this hunt. Is that how you want to be? That's how you want to be. But if you truly want the man and you're among thousands, be the one that does something different. Be the one that speaks. Be the one that speaks that's nice. Find a man that you want and make him know that you're interested. I'm not talking about you got to lick your eyebrows or anything or throw it at him. But hey, maybe just speak to him every day. If he's into you with that small window of opportunity, he will let you know. And if he's not, move on. I don't know what it is that women are encountering that makes them so hard to find a man. I think a lot of it is the same old thing that's always happened. Women are far more selective than they probably should be. I think there are some, things that are historically different now, but it's the same principle. If you want a man, go get him. There are men out there who are looking for women. They may not be making $600,000 a year, or maybe that's too low for you, but probably you aren't either. Everyone is going after the 1%. I don't need to try to tell you how to run your life, or I'm just trying to say, this is not a new thing, and blaming it on the internet, society, and all that kind of stuff. That dog won't hunt. What do you guys think? And what do you gals think? Tell me in the comments below. I really would love to hear some feedback on this one, just because I don't think anybody's making this analogy before. Everyone's trying to say it's either men's fault for not being aggressive enough, or it's women's fault for not being choosy. And what I'm saying is that's always been the case. Comment below.